Well, Monday the 2nd of March, I finally ventured out. Don't have much to do today anyway. Just thought I'd go out for a walk, get something to eat. I'll need to see if I can find a camping shop later on so I can get some stuff for the van. Yes, get something to eat just now. Well, yeah, it's a different place Monday to Friday. So many people around today compared to the weekend. The place was like a ghost town, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, my face looks swollen. Too much sun yesterday. To check out my Airbnb there. I only stayed there for 1 hour to change nights. So I had to extend my stay because I'm not getting the van back. It's Wednesday. I'm not getting it today. Hopefully tomorrow. The ship's still in. Actually, let's just go and mind that building. I'll wait to show you the chimney. I'll see if we can get a picture of that. Anyway, I had to move out for one night, so I'm heading back to my old to the place I've been staying before. It's a great wee place. Monica's like the granny you never had. But yeah, so fingers crossed for my van tomorrow or Friday. But yeah, the place I just checked out of, what a dump. He's got dogs, you could smell them. I mean, I like dogs, but they were leaving presents in the corridors and you could smell old things they've been up to. Yeah, it wasn't nice. So I'm glad it was only one. The funnel of my ship over my shoulder there. This is the grand building of the old central station in Montevideo. I don't know what remains of the railway network, but it's a grand building in some place in its heyday. Today's the day. I'm away to the agent now. Hopefully go down the port. Hopefully pick up my van. See what state it's in. I'm not going to drive it today. I'm going to pick up tomorrow, I think.
Si no usa ninguno esto. Gracias, che. Okay, we are very close. Now, very important now. ¿Qué pasó? ¿El tren? A lot of time, no rush. Why I say this? Sometimes the people, oh, let's go, they want to leave. Very important, check all the car. Outside, inside, try to turn on all the time. You stay here to check the car. It's very important because after you leave, you have to sign a paper. If say all is okay or something not is okay, you have to write, you sign, and we go. If you go the storage out, 1-2 days after you found something is broken, los autos, sí.
This is nice. I like this one.
Hello. I've got my keys. I think I see the van. Oh dear. Let's see. Hopefully the key works, hopefully there's power. There's even air in the tyres. looks. Oh, interesting. Definitely been through the van. Let's see what's like. Got the van and I'm driving it in Uruguay. Oh, that was a bit hairy. The place was turned upside down. I thought everything had been stolen, but then I started to see too many things left behind, and then I noticed my fridge freezer was still here, and I thought, well, if they're not wanting that, and then I checked through everything on the list and nothing's been stolen apart from my dash cam. So I guess I'll have to rig up my GoPro as a bit of a dash cam. But anyway, we're heading out to the port entrance. I'm not driving it out today, I'm going to leave it overnight and get an early start tomorrow. I want to see if I can get gas and everything, and I don't have time to do that now. Chaotic, we're just a few seconds away from where I'm wanting to go. Well, this is me ready to leave Montevideo. Just been to this, it's called the Tienda Inglesa, the English store. Can't really see the sign. Got my Starlink and a few things, a few bits and pieces. Couldn't get gas, which was a bit of a blower, so I'll have to see how that goes. I've got some backup gas for the wee stove, like a wee camping gas canister, so I'll use that. There's still a leak coming from my engine. It wasn't there before I left, but it's from the same place, so it obviously keeps happening. So I have to keep an eye on that. I've topped up the antifreeze with some water. That should hold it for a while. Anyway, I'm off to Colonia del Sacramento now for my first night in the camper van. And what time is it? It's 11:30 in the morning, so I've got loads of time all day. Right, see you soon. Well, I had plenty of things to do. One of the things I really should have done was organise the tolls before I left, because I arrived at that toll booth, then I realised I didn't get myself organised. You can do it online, but the people were quite nice. Actually, I tried it online while I was standing there and I couldn't work out anyway, so I would have had to go to the booth. So we muddled through with my poor Spanish, and they gave me this thing for my, you can just see it on the windscreen there, a tag, so that got me through, no bother. Yeah, so I'm on my way to Colonia now to watch my speed. But yeah, so that was, I got the heart going for a wee while when I realised, because the guy had to come out one of the booths and reverse me up so I could park and go in, so there was traffic all over the place, so that was exciting. But we got there and we're back on the road, obviously. I'll show you a wee bit. Speed limit seems to be about 90 kilometres an hour here, which is about 55 miles an hour. It's not as fast as the UK. It's fine. It's quite sedate. I'm not in a hurry. It's quite comfortable driving actually. Just under an hour away from Colonia. You can probably see from my wipers it's drizzling. Oh, that's the fastest car I've seen yet. Nobody drives at that speed here. Jesus, he's in a hurry. Anyway, so much for my serene drive to Colonia. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit boring. The road's pretty much been like this all the way. There's not a lot to see. It's just kind of farmland and mundane, I think the word is. But, there's not even much interesting to see at the side of the road. In fact, that car that just thundered past was the most interesting thing I think of that's happened since we left Montevideo. It's getting a little more interesting as we get closer to Colonia. A few more buildings, sort of a few more interesting things. The road's gone down to one lane in either direction, which is a bit of a pity, but it's lined by these palm tree things. They're quite nice. This is my campsite. Hopefully you see my van in the background there. There's the stadium. Well, it's just after 2 o'clock on Saturday and I'm finally venturing out. I said I wasn't going to watch the football because I've only just arrived and I've not even left the campsite yet since yesterday because I was busy sorting out the van yesterday. But I was faffing around and I caught the first half an hour of it and it was actually quite a good game. So I stayed and watched the whole lot. So I'm finally venturing out, but I've got plenty of time, I've got the rest of the day. That's the River Plate in front of me, I'm sure. And the reason I'm sure is because it's got that brown colour and it was just as brown when I saw it in Buenos Aires. But it's very peaceful around here. That campsite, like, it doesn't cost anything, and there's an attendant there all day from 8 o'clock in the morning, I think it's till 8 o'clock at night. And don't know if you can see her sitting on the bench. They seem to get a lot of free time. Now that would be a cut. That would be one of the first things that would get cut in our country because there would be of money. They'd have to find money to spend on other things or make cost savings. Anyway, it wouldn't happen in our country. It seems it's very lavish. Oh, there's a beach. Hardly anybody on it. To follow the coastline, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if this will take me around. It's just a wee bit further around from the beach. You can't see the beach that we were just at. It's just on the other side of those trees. I just think myself, I was looking at those flags. You've got Chile on the right, Brazil, Uruguay, then Argentina and Paraguay on the left, but the white one third in from the left, it's Radisson. I thought, oh, it's not a Radisson hotel. None, it looks like a Radisson hotel nearby. And then I turn round, it doesn't look like a hotel, and there you go, Radisson. Quite small Radisson, because the one in Uruguay was huge, it was monolithic. Proper skyscraper. So let's head to the old. So this is Colonia del Sacramento. Just getting into the old part of the town. Seems to be a feature of Argentina and Uruguay that there's old cars left outside just to decay. I think that's very Uruguayan. The old car sitting at the front with two fish driving it, advertising the aquarium. That's for me. That's hilarious. There's the beach over beside my campsite. You can hear me for the wind. The River Plate. It looks like it's like a cup of milky tea, doesn't it? Same colour as a cup of milky tea. Magellan sailed here on his way on one of his expeditions. It's him, the Magellan Straits, named after, down in Tierra del Fuego, down right in the south of Argentina. But when he got here, apparently there was cannibals in the area. Yeah, feasting on other humans. That would have been interesting. Bit random. I just stumbled across something quite interesting again. This looks like it was the old Colonia railway station, and I'm guessing this here would be where the railway line was. This certainly looks like a railway station. Unless the platform was on the other side, of course, and this was just the entrance, but it's definitely a railway station. You can see it on the wall. Oh, there's the port over there. So that says the station opened on the 4th of February 1901 on the 1st of March at 11 AM. First passenger train that came from Montevideo Central Station returned at 3 PM. In 1985 touch was suspended, closing the station, and in the year 2004 it transferred or became the Institute of Hotels and Gastronomy. The restoration of this is done by, it says the attendants here, it's obviously not translated very well. Yeah, I'm guessing it's enthusiasts that have restored it, we trust. This is the other end of the station. I like the stuff that's left over. The window on what it was like when it was working. This is quite good. The shack at the end. I like how all this stuff has survived. Old water tower there, and the fuel tower, and the iron girders of whatever that was once upon a time. Mix of the old railway network, the turntable here. Now down here I'm guessing is where the ferry from Buenos Aires docks. It looks like that's, yeah, that's it. Thought I saw a ship in the over there that bit. I just got told to move on by a young lad with a walkie-talkie, mostly security. There's no signs up saying you can't do it, but anyway, he was nice about it and I moved, so no bother. So I'm just having a look at up the other end of the terminal. See if I can see anything here, but yeah, it's definitely the terminal from Argentina or from Buenos Aires. Statue to this man Artigas, that's the guy that was on the horse in the Independence Square in Montevideo. He kind of was behind Montevideo, Uruguay getting its independence. Just stumbled upon this wee side street. Like that, Radio Colonia, guessing it is or was a radio station. Looks like it still is. These tree-lined streets are so quaint, I really like them. Just the way they stretch into the distance. A wee spot beside the rowing club just in time to see the sunset. Don't quite see it go into the sea, but it's still quite a nice sunset nevertheless. There's still folk at the beach. It's getting quite cool now. is just for a football match, and it's only in the amateur league. But I think it's certainly a Uruguayan thing, because they were doing it in Montevideo. There we go. I could hear the fireworks when Peñarol was playing. It's happening over there, you can't see it for the trees. But kick-off's in a few. Yeah, I got a nice peaceful spot right next to a football stadium. What could possibly go wrong? Oh well, I'll have to see what happens now. It's 10 PM kick-off, so it'll be finishing just before 12, I would think. It's a two-legged playoff from what I could gather on my football app, and the away team are already about 3-1 up anyway, so it should be a formality, but we'll see how this plans out.